I've been playing a ton of Marvel Rivals. I've probably played over 20 hours. It's only been out for 2 days. Actually, less than that, but I've destroyed my sleep schedule and I'm just having a really good time. But I want to go over my thoughts, pros and cons and all that stuff. Really quickly, I want to go over the elephant in the room, which is the absolutely shit content creator contract thing. I've never seen something so bad for a game. Especially the non-disparagement clause here, which you can read, but basically anyone who's signed it can't say anything bad. Luckily, I read the contract and did not sign this. And the contract is actually way worse than this. There's a lot of things like I can't have this art in the back. I cannot say marvelous. I can't say Spider-Man said this game's good or anything like that. There's a lot of weird verbiage in there. And yeah, I didn't sign it. So I can say this game sucks ass and it's the shittiest game and it's an Overwatch rip if I wanted to. I feel like I have to make that clear that I didn't sign the shit contract. Which I really wish they just didn't have the contract because the game is actually good, in my opinion anyway. Like there are some small things that frustrate me. I think the game's not balanced. I think the balance is kind of shit and actually pretty good for an alpha. But like if it was an actual launch of a game, balance isn't good. Some of the heroes just seem not good. Some seem way overtuned. Like Hela is fantastic. Maybe a little bit too good, maybe, you know? The meta is evolving and changing rapidly. Like I used to think Groot sucked and now I'm like a Groot main, man. I think Groot is a god. He just doesn't die. Luna Snow also very good at heals. But yeah, everyone's it's while its balance is bad, I don't think it's like completely terrible, right? It's understandable for an alpha. My other main complaints, I don't like the ults carrying over from round to round. Not only do I sometimes just waste my ult out of habit when the round is ending for fun to see a fun animation, but yeah, I think it just shouldn't transfer over. Like if it's a side switch thing, it does not carry over, but if it's like a control the point sort of thing, it does carry over, which I think just shouldn't be there because all of a sudden you have your first fight for the point and your opponent's team just has 4 ults and you get blasted and then you can't recover. Maybe that's a skill diff and I just suck, but yeah. Also, the debris is so fucking annoying. I like destructible stuff. I think it's really cool, you know, breaking a window so you can shoot through it, breaking a structure, although I think the structures need more health. But the fact that it spawns so quickly, I guess I don't know like the timer of the spawning. But like the maps feel a little bit clunky. There's some chokes that are just really weird. It just seems hard to recover because all you have these 2 small holes to come out of. And if defense is just, you know, watching that, you're kind of fucked. Maybe it's a skill diff I have. But those are my main complaints. I do like the destruction. Again, I just wish the structures had more health. Like there's this one map with like the circular like top. I hate this map, dude, because it'll just randomly spawn and then it'll disappear just shooting it like once. Like, come on, it's a cool concept, and I hope they adjust it and move forward with it, but get rid of the debris. Sometimes there's like a massive pillar on the floor and it looks like you could jump on it, but like you can't, and it's, I don't know, it's awkward. Those are like the worst parts in my opinion. But like the UI and everything is so good. The animations are beautiful. I think the art direction is like one of my favorite things about this game. You can tell they really put a lot of effort into their art direction. The hero, like, look at this, like you can even move your mouse a little bit and he moves around. Like it's very impressive. I think their skins are incredibly detailed. I mean, these highlight intros are great. I'm sure they're gonna monetize these somehow. But yeah, like going into his cosmetics, you can see this, which you can purchase for this currency that you earn in the game. That's another thing I'm worried about. It is obviously free in an alpha if you get a key, but how's the monetization going to be? Is it going to be a battle pass? Is it going to be a flat upfront payment? It is made by NetEase, so I feel like they're going to monetize it some way that's maybe predatory. Hopefully not, but I'm a bit skeptical. But yeah, right now it's easy to earn this currency and buy these skins that look really nice. Some of them are lazy, like recolors. Like, yeah, it looks great, but it's a lazy recolor, right? But like this one, like, come on, man, this is quality. This is a quality skin. Both of these, or any of these like epic ones, I don't know, the purple ones, they look really good. But who knows what they'll actually charge for these once the game comes out. They didn't really talk about that at all, the monetization. But yeah, this is like your currency as units that right now you earn through this already, you know, a battle pass that is here. If you hit the max level during alpha, you do get this Moonlit Witch costume, which you can see here. It's kind of just a recolor, but it does look good still, right? Am I coping? Maybe I'm coping. But the UI is good, man. Like, everything feels fluid, well thought out. You got your heroes here. You got your team ups here that you can look at. You got the store here, items you can rename yourself if you named yourself something silly. I accidentally bought one of these, but whatever. You got a faction here, which is like your clan or guild or whatever you want to call it. Only 12 people, so whatever. Kind of small, kind of tiny, but maybe that's normal. And then they have a built-in like tournament thing. I guess I haven't seen this completely, but it's kind of cool that they have a tournament area in the game client already. Again, I don't know how fluid this is because it hasn't really started yet. It's not for a couple days, but I think it's quite impressive. If we go here to my history, do not look at my wins versus game played. I was playing a lot with Dara. Unfortunately, probably like 50 matches were with Dara. So yeah, we can look at like statistics. Like, this looks pretty nice. It's very reminiscent of Overwatch, right? But I think it's good. It's a good design. I like this, and the fact that it's in an alpha already and it feels fluid. There's like no latency for loading. We got my match history here. A lot of MVPs and SVPs. You know, I don't want to brag, but I'm doing all right. Also, SVPs are really cool. It's like a MVP for losers, which is, you know, you're a loser, but you're the best loser, which feels good, kind of. But yeah, you can like go into these games and like just hit play, and it'll kind of just load, and then it'll have a full spectator client already ready to go, which is crazy. I play a lot of games that have been out for a while that still don't have a spectator client, so I think this is quite impressive. And then yeah, you could just, you know, watch the entire playthrough. I haven't really messed around with this too much, but you can like, what is this? Oh, this is a half round. What are these lines? Where I get kills, maybe? Maybe this is where I get kills.
Don't forget,
oh shoot,
securing the mission area is your top priority.
oh, okay. Maybe these are deaths. Oh, no one saw that. But yeah, they have like the spectator client thing ready to go, which is really nice. You know, there's character customizations. You can do this and stuff. I think the practice range is pretty solid. You can quickly jump into a practice range and switch between different characters. See what does what. Maybe you jump in with Black Panther here, and you can read the moves by pressing F1, exactly like Overwatch, right? You press F1 and it shows up, and then you can like throw this, and then you can you know, dash through them, and then you can dash again. You can do one of these. You can run up walls. Oh, that's you know. So it's cool. It's cool. It's nice to jump in one of here, or you know, jump in the practice range real quick while your team's trying to find a match. Yeah, I just like the practice range. It's solid, man. You just practice your character, get used to them, learn their move sets, because everyone's not too familiar with anyone just yet, you know. So it's nice to mess around here. And the fact, I don't know, the game just feels so polished for an alpha. In my opinion, I guess I haven't been in that many alphas, but it feels like a game that's like almost ready, or at least like beta, right? Like, we can go here, we can spawn, I don't know, Doctor Strange, and shoot him in the face a bit. Dude, that's crazy. I think the DPS, so especially like Star-Lord, is a bit busted. You can like one clip a tank, kind of weird. I mean, I'm not landing headshots personally, but pretty good. Tanks do feel squishy, and I do think tanks are kind of boring. Except I do like Groot. But yeah, I think tanks feel kind of weird. I do like the supports a lot, which are vanguards, whatever they're called. And then the duelists are fun as well. But yeah, I think every character feels pretty good. And fun. Not completely balanced. I think Iron Man's a bit vulnerable and exposed all the time, which, you know, he's an iconic character, but the fact that he isn't that great, it's okay, right? the iconic characters don't have to be good. Speaking of, you know, like Spider-Man.
Doing the right thing just makes you feel
Maybe
good,
he's
doesn't
a
it?
high skill cap, or maybe, maybe, you know, maybe he's just not balanced. He's not good. Like, you saw how much damage Star-Lord
Stay down,
did
will ya? Spider
to a
Fist is
tank, but
ready to
like,
punch.
come on, dude.
Crack the whip.
Like, come on. It's not... It's, you know, like that versus, I don't know, going hella...
Hell bends to my will.
Like, it doesn't seem balanced, right? The DPS just isn't balanced.
I am the
Even...
ocean's avenging sun. You will get no love from me.
I guess I wasn't hitting him in the head. The hitboxes, a little weird, maybe? Maybe,
Alright.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not balanced. And then you go to, Punisher,
You heard
and you can...
I heard you.
Yeah, so that's a big complaint. But again, it's an alpha, so there's that.
Bad choices have bad consequences.
There's the obvious similarities to Overwatch, which I like Overwatch. I think it's a fun game. A lot of people are saying it's similar, like Paladins. Never played Paladins personally, but like I think pulling out Star-Lord's a good one, because your E is like a little Reaper thing, right? But you can kind of fly with it. Like you can... That's kind of Reaper adjacent, but that's not like his ultimate or whatever. But there's also like the Flying Soldier ult, which is... It's Soldier, right? Like I don't have to be aiming at them. This is very Soldier and very good. So to me, what it seems like is they looked at all the Overwatch moves and they compiled them in a massive list. They did like a randomizer and they assigned different things to different characters. But it feels fresh to me and it feels good. And if you aren't super anal about, oh, that's Overwatch, they're copying Overwatch, then I think you're going to have a good time. And I think a lot of people that do play Overwatch will probably like this game if they don't come into it with that negative mindset, trying to not like it already. Again, the game's probably not for everyone, but that's how I feel, and I like Overwatch. This is like a Pokemon Pal World debate, maybe. All of a sudden, Blizzard's the good guys? I don't know. Netty's also not the good guys. But yeah, this is Storm. Storm is kind of like Lucio. I don't like her projectile. Like it's kind of weird, and you're like up and you're... Maybe I'm playing her wrong, you know? Obviously, I can't hit this dude, and I suck ass, but I can't, like, the projectile timing is something you get used to. But she's like Lucio, kind of. She's a damage dealer, but she's like Lucio. You press shift, you could do thunder. You press E, and it's like his boost, like pumping up the jams, or whatever the fuck Lucio does. You start spamming these, you know, and you can switch it to move very quickly, so you get a little speed boost. But yeah, she's like Lucio, but damage. And then her ult, I don't know who this is similar to, but it's very good. One of the best ults in the game. That's another thing, like the ults are not balanced at all.
Wow, 4 in a row.
They actually get sucked into her?
That's amazing.
That's kind of funny.
Hulk and I.
Bruce Banner, probably hard to show in a practice mode, but he's basically like a diva, I guess, in a way. Or he has elements of diva, where he gets killed out of his Hulk form. He goes back to Bruce, and then you can, you know, shoot your little pea shooter and like throw this thing to knock people back. And then once you get your ult back, which comes back relatively quickly, you could turn into Hulk. And then once you're a Hulk, you can get another, you know, ult bar. I mean, he can Hulk smash, he could jump and all this stuff. It's a lot of fun. But this is like, I think, one of the best in the game as far as like animations. You can like, you do this, you go big again, right? And then you grab. It's kind of cool, man. Doesn't do that much damage. What the fuck? He also has this jump that can like knock people out of the sky. And I missed. And he can knock people out of the sky. There you go. Okay. But you have to like be very precise. I wish that was a bit larger. And one of my main complaints, I have played a decent amount of Hulk, is it doesn't feel good to jump. I mean, that one felt pretty good. But a lot of times it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't, it feels awkward and clunky in my opinion. Especially getting the jump. I wish it was on a button. Maybe I could do that. But yeah, see, like that? What the f... Why that felt like nothing, dude. It had no weight to it, no substance. Maybe Yeah, what the? That felt terrible. Cool character, though. And then I think there's a lot of, like, high skill cap characters for those who are hungry for that. I know, like, Penny, I think is maybe high skill cap. Maybe I'm just super terrible. But, like, you can...
This is gonna hurt.
Is that right? No. Okay, so you could send that. You could do, like, the web thing. And then you can, like, attack people. How do I go...
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, like, you can be up in the air as Penny, you know, shooting things and go back. I don't know if this is a good play style, but it probably makes you hard to hit. But you're also a tank, so you need to... I don't know. Whatever. Cool character. Kind of feels like a DPS, maybe just an off tank.
Double kill.
And also,
You know what to do,
I
Spider?
suck at her. That's probably the biggest deal, is that
It's
skill diff.
Spider
Skill diff.
time!
But, yeah, fun character, cool designs.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing.
Looking for another blatant Overwatch comparison. This kind of feels like Sigma. It's Magneto. You got your left click. You know, it doesn't have max range. It just, or I mean, it doesn't go forever. It like explodes at a certain distance. You got your right click, which is kind of like Sigma's rock, I guess, which knocks them back. I don't know if you saw that. We have his wall, which is actually, you can't kill this thing. It has infinite health, but it only lasts 3 seconds. It has 12-second cooldown. Yeah, and then he has little shields, which are kind of like, his little shields are like, what, is it Zarya? Yeah, where you put little shields, and it actually gives him a little boost when they get hit. I think Zarya. Scarlet Witch is just Moira, but only the attack portion, right? Like, you can only suck. And she's so good for, like, if you don't want to aim, because it doesn't matter where you go. She has this little stun, which, you know, is quite annoying. I think she's an S tier character. She can also throw these right clicks. And then her ult is one of the best. Also her left shift, she goes invisible or invulnerable, can go in the air. And then she can do this, which will just kill everybody. Which is kind of like maybe a Junkrat tire or a Diva ult combined, except you're the bomb, and you can also die during it. So maybe more like a tire. Mantis kind of Ana adjacent, maybe, at least with the sleep, but it's only like 2 seconds. Yeah, not very long. Mantis, a decent character. Pretty fun. Rocket is a lot of fun. I feel like I'm just going through all the characters at this point. Yeah, some of them are, you know, ripping from Overwatch. I haven't played Paladins, but I think it's a good time if you go in with the mindset that, you know, just play the game, see if you enjoy it. And then I think I'm addicted to it. I'm having a really good time. I kind of want to just go keep playing it more. Again, I've like ruined my sleep schedule, but I'm not signing that contract. That contract's dumb. Supposedly now, because of all the backlash, they're going to revise it and release a different one. But there's no benefit to even joining the creator program, at least for now. Anyways, yeah, this only lasts like 8 more days. I'm hyped for it. I'm having a good time. Let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to know. I think the most negative thing, again, it's like your ult's transferring over, the debris. I wish I could crouch, actually. I don't know if it would matter. Oh, one thing I'm scared about is when you go into comp, it's like 15% damage boost seasonally to certain characters, I think. That scares me, man. I'm worried they would somehow monetize that. Hopefully they don't. That would suck. But yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical about monetization. I think if they can land the monetization properly and it doesn't feel predatory, I think this game could really do well. And I think I will keep playing it. But yeah, if it's like you have to buy the season pass or you lose a 15% damage boost, like, come on, just please don't fuck that up. Dude, they even have like a leaderboard in here as well. Very cool. Very cool. All right, that's it. I'm rambling. Sorry this video wasn't very like organized or anything. I just want to get a video out, and let me know if you want to see more content. I can like go through all the characters and stuff. But yeah, I've just been streaming this really long if you want to check out my Twitch. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game, you know, aside from the creator shit, the contract thing, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay hydrated.